Hey there, I'm Kristen. I'm going to share some divine messages today. We're going to work with the Elemental Empath deck, and this is such a beautiful deck. So stay around if you're interested, and let's call on our angels, saints, ancestors, and spirit guides into our space for divine love and protection and divine messages for our highest and greatest good. We're surrounded in divine white light. So it is, and so it will be. All right. Let's see. For our channel with love and gratitude. It says honor your phases. All right, so it's really calling upon all the different versions of you. Just like the moon, you have your own cycles. Just like nature, it's like being in tune with your own cycles and knowing like when to ebb and when to flow, and respecting where you are in the moment. So being present in the moment, focusing on self-care, as well as syncing with the cycle. So you could feel like you're adjusting, maybe having to pivot, maybe even stretch or just surrender in order to align with the cycles. So this is moon energy as well as water. So this could talk about like the cycles in life, a pattern of development, growth, death and rebirth, all of that. Choice. This is the sign of air. Life directions and how you respond to things has consequences. There's two sides, like, and then there's neutral, right? Then there's objective, unbiased, or understanding, consciousness, right? Once there's understanding of both perspectives here. All right. It's like representing like duality. Okay. And then we have unapologetic. This card's so cool. It says be yourself. Release societal expectations and be a mess. Be a mess, right? This is like igniting the fire within, right? I love that. I feel like it's all about the mindset, all right? Belief makes manifest. Create your own reality. Work with subconscious. Befriend your mind. Like, instead of being at war with your mind, befriend your mind. Work together, not against. Don't resist. Right? Be in flow. Look at this. Ego illusions. Don't believe all your thoughts. Your inner stories. And this is also about befriending your ego. Right? The mind is the ego. Right? And then number 2, intimacy, connect, discover, and voice your needs. So I feel like this is you putting out, like, what you're desiring in life and exploring that and healing it through experiences. So that's awesome. Sunshine. Aww. This is something like, I'm getting like enlightenment. I'm getting, this could be another like phase of ascension or awakening. Even like just beautiful illumination here. A lot of motivation and just not dimming your light, right? This is you being your sovereignty and really unapologetically too. So I feel like you may have gone through some sort of like ego death process, an ascension process. Yeah, look at this inner authority. How cool is this card? Wow. Trust yourself, right? You have learned to trust yourself. Wow, listen to your true self. So you've ignited the power within and you operate integrated with your higher self. It says trauma versus guidance, right? And you have a choice on which is what you listen to. Are you going to listen to the voice of trauma, or are you going to listen to the voice of guidance? So there's a bit of that. There's a bit of like, you know, taking off the masks for the sake of trying to fit in. There's this, you know, unleashing your most authentic self, and that can feel like you're being cracked open. It can feel like you're being wrung out. And it's for the sake of like your foundation, right? Like you could be reestablishing your foundation at this time. And so you're being asked to really embrace your light. And this comes from within, okay? And then there's this authority, there's this trust, there's this like ignited, activated, like total activation here. So you could have gone through like a really powerful activation. Bottom of the deck card is the integrated woman. All right, this is powerful. Breaks down to number 3. It says self-acceptance, integrate lessons, grounded healing. So many of you are in that energy. Yeah, there's also a lot of release happening. This is really talking about, you know, first and foremost, it's in everyone else, like your own timing of things. It could actually happen in waves. So there could be like waves of things that come up for you to release and let go. There's a need to kind of, through this process, forgive yourself and others. And this is going to help process your emotions. All right. And then I have the collective, number 9. So this talks about all is connected and there's collective growth going on. And it's something that you're being supported in doing, and understanding that like what you do is supporting this effort by you on your healing journey. Beautiful. All is connected. Yeah, we all are contributing to the rise. So the ascension, in other words. Okay, so we're all ascending. Everything is ascending in some way, shape, or form. All right, abundance, your true nature, gratitude and commitment to your goals. So this is about the snake is representing knowledge and wrapping yourself around, you know, the connectivity of that. There's this like true like natural instincts and like embracing your most authentic self. You know, you've broken through this ego illusions and you're in this inner authority, and now you have this commitment and devotion to you know, continuously shed your skin, right? There's this continuous cycle that plays out, and you're understanding that you're honoring all the different phases of you. And, you know, it represents the skin, like shedding it, the snake shedding its skin, right? I feel like you have, you know, shed some skin in your days. And then I have this, like the seed here, the seed of life. Yeah, so this is like being able to create. You could be like a seed that's planted. Yeah. So no matter what goes on, you plant a seed and something beautiful grows from it. And it usually has something to do with like wisdom and knowledge. So you plant seeds in a lot of your interactions with people. And it's part of like, it goes through a cycle. And maybe after you've planted a seed, there's a cycle that plays out. Maybe for those that you come in contact with, or maybe something you're helping others with is you're sharing your experiences for the collective, so that, you know, you can plant a seed here, which will grow, prosper, and gain wisdom and knowledge. And so there's like the next phase. So there very much could be like a whole nother phase of like a whole wave of our collective waking up. Okay, so just be aware and have some sorry, I got interrupted. So there is this big awakening that is happening here. And so there's some wisdom, okay, that's being shared, okay, as a result of the different phases, your ascension phases, and even the cycles of life. So this does represent a bit of like the death and rebirth process. So that's pretty awesome. Is there any other messages here with this deck? No. Okay. All right, let's see. I'm going to use this deck. Okay. Let's put this over here. So, inner authority. Trusting yourself. Like, your hand, like, you're so powerful. It's like you don't even know. You know? It's kind of... It's interesting how we just like limit ourselves without, you know, really understanding our expansiveness. So, I don't know, this was kind of sticky here. Let's just, all right, let's get a couple cards. I feel like you're also praying for the collective and you are helping to support the collective. And I feel like that's your sense of community. I feel like that's going to be, you know, something that might be on the like horizon for you, is you connecting with your tribe, your soul tribe, right? Power resides with the people. Okay. So, and you're also understanding that like you are source having a human experience here, and all of this energy is very activated, and it's of the light, and it has, this is like the rise of like the divine femme and high priestesses here. I don't know if you can notice like this energy, but it's really awesome. So yeah, I feel like there might have been a need to reflect and like, what did you see? Where were you selling yourself short? And you're like, all right, this might have been like the swift kick in the ass you needed. So you are now like, you're like, now let's go, right? You could be a bit fired up, especially after an awakening, like you, after that ego death, and like anything and everything you once believed was true is no longer. Yeah. You're like, what? It's like this energy of being unapologetic, right? It's like you want to light something on fire, you know? Like, look at this. Whew. Hot to trot. All right, 9 of Cups, like wishes and dreams, baby. Wishes and dreams. You are definitely Hanged Man energy. This is like surrendering, sacrificing. Oof. Taking a time out to kind of purify, cleanse, reconnect with oneself, gain a new perspective on life. Understanding like you may be very aware of patterns, synchronicities. You might have a strong connection to water, as well as, let's see, there's some clarity here that you're going to be gaining as it relates to your intuition, okay? And maybe like the goddesses that have come before you, or those, you know, that you connect with, your ancestors, I'm also getting with the moon. So heavy here on the water energy, okay? This is Pisces energy, and this card is water. So honor the phases. So you could be like at a pause in between a phase, okay? And you very much could be like daydreaming or vision boarding or thinking about like what's next for you. I do have that there's a choice, and I have a choice here and I have a choice here. Okay, so I feel like you're about to make a very important decision in life. Okay, I feel like you're not doing this alone either, but it's definitely something that's like big picture thinking, okay, with this globe. Like you're thinking bigger, right? So you're also being guided to think bigger, all right? Like unapologetic thinking bigger, okay? It's going to lead you to your 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, abundance, Okay, so they're like, we're not playing it small here. Right? Let's see. What do you want to share about the unapologetic? Or what do you want to continue with? Two of Wands here. Let's see. Yeah, there's an Emperor. This is you being the leader of your life. You're the boss. You're in charge. All right, so you say how it goes. All right, so this also can be like really being yourself, releasing any kind of like societal expectations possibly. This also could be somebody that is in your energy. So we'll see. Who's this Emperor? Is this maybe there's like a transition from masculine energy, more inclusive of feminine energy with this whole collective here. 5 of Cups, unapologetic. Yeah, so there's some like masculine energy here that, you know, very much could be in their feelings, their emotions. I feel like they're heartbroken at this time. I feel like you may have also been heartbroken by them. And I feel like now this was like your like this was your test. This was your obstacle, your challenge, your trigger for self-love. If I ever did see one, I feel like this is your trigger for self-love. And you made it through it. Like you overcame it. It inspired you. It, you know, purified you by fire. Literally. Okay. There could be, again, like I was saying, waves of others going through their experiences and, you know, really feeling things that maybe have been, you know, very much buried under this water and they're now surfacing. So there's a lot of subconscious stuff coming up for people now as to like why I would do something. Like they're now being like woken up to like tap into the possibilities of, you know, beliefs that could have been misleading or false or had ill intent or thought they could trust somebody, but truly they can't. I feel like there's a lot of stuff like that going on right now. And it's a way to bring things to the surface so that things can be purified and cleared and released. Okay? It's like sorry, not sorry. I feel like you're in that energy. Like, I know what you did last summer and I'm not involved in any of that. Sorry, not sorry. Right? Sorry, not sorry. 2 of Swords. Again, that's like not maybe seeing something clearly. Someone was blinded by illusions and couldn't see clearly. All right. And they're also responsible for the decisions and actions that they take, regardless. Doesn't matter whether they, you know, want to claim like they didn't know something. Because there was a lot going on here. There is something going on here that's contributing to collective energy, right? It very well could be like, I'm getting like there could be something that's like hidden. All right. So you could have been hidden in plain sight is what I'm getting. And so maybe someone is realizing that you were hidden in plain sight. There's some sort of exposure here. Like something's being illuminated, and it could be like someone's plan or a plan that existed or something that somebody did. But I feel like it has something to do with like an ego death, or someone's going through an ego death. Because I also have like, don't believe the thoughts. So there could be some projecting going on here. There also could be someone spending money to do some sort of practice here. I'm also getting, 10 of Pentacles. I'm getting like, there's like hidden secrets too. I'm getting some secrecy. 3 of Wands. Yeah, I guess this is like, it's time for you to be, it's time for you to make some plans because you're about to be seen, okay? There's this illumination and motivation. So you could be taking action towards things, something passionate, something that you're looking to experience. Like you've maybe done some research and you're almost ready to take some action here. I feel like it's right around the corner. Five of Wands. I feel like it's a very big coordinated effort. I also feel like there very much could be some sort of like drama here. I feel like there's like some sort of competition or something that's going on regarding like you shining your light. Okay, there might have been something that happened when it came to like a coordinated effort, okay, to try to like have you dim your light. Because this card literally says light, passion, illumination, motivation, and don't dim. And this is like, you know, working with others, coming up with a plan to kind of like attack somebody. All right. Yeah. Okay, what's this inner authority? I feel like this ignited the warrior within you. Okay, like, yeah, look at this, Lovers. I feel like this activated you. Okay, so whatever this was, it served its purpose. Okay. Served its purpose. Because this is like cosmos energy. The divine. There also could be like plans to come towards you in some way, or you could be going abroad or traveling around the state or wherever you live. Like, I feel like there's plans being made here. All right. And it's a bit of like a coordinated effort, but it's kind of like maybe not everyone's business. So it's kind of like, notice how he's at the table alone. He's not at the table with these five other people. So I feel like something's going on while something else is going on. It's like two realities here. All right. I feel like someone's making plans for the future while someone's busy with the chaos that they create and surround themselves with. Okay. So continue to shine. All right. That's what I'm getting with this. And then the Lovers and the inner authority. There is maybe someone wanting to reconcile because now they see you, but before you were hidden in plain sight. Okay. What else do we have here? A King of Cups and a Knight of Cups. Okay. And this is clarifying letting go. It says timing, forgive yourself and others, and process your emotions. And so I'm getting like, this is a whole lot of emotions. A King of Cups and a Knight of Cups. And she's at the beach. All right. So I feel like this is like a past life contract that you needed to process and close out in this lifetime potentially, or at least you did. Maybe something was misleading. Someone used their emotions to manipulate. And as a result, you felt like they were playing games and they weren't meeting your needs. And so you chose yourself in a situation. All right. And so I feel like this energy very much could be overwhelmed in their emotions at this time. And they're realizing that, you know, everything happens in divine timing. And I feel like timing is a factor here. So they may try to like get back into your energy. I feel like they're still up to the same old tricks, right? They're still playing games with people's emotions. I feel like there's a need to realize this. Like, that's just who this person is. All right. I feel like they see you as, you know, that life partner, or they see you as like what they could have had with you. So it's almost like they missed out on your potential, and they're not going to benefit from, you know, the actual legacy that you're creating, right? They missed out on that. They're realizing this now. They're realizing that. I feel like over here there's a bit of reaping what they have sown. All right. I feel like there's a difference of like what you invested your time and effort into, even your money, your energy. I feel like, you know, someone, you know, is focused on self-development and the future, whereas maybe someone invested in trying to block that for somebody. So essentially they block themselves by trying to, you know, affect someone else's life. Okay. I feel like someone's needing to put the work in now. Look at the Empress. The Empress is creating. Okay, the Empress is here creating, okay, birthing something new, going through the cycles. All right. The rise of the divine feminine here is what I'm picking up on. And I feel like it's a collective thing. It's a masculine and feminine collective thing. Okay. So you could resonate with that. You could resonate with wanting to birth something new here, create something. I'm getting like creatrix, and then I have temperance, and we're needing the rise of the feminine energy so that we can bring collective balance back, harmony and peace. Right? It's been far heavy on the masculine energies, and we're needing to bring both into balance. And so this is the collective agenda, is to create from a place of balance. Okay. And it's not just us going through this process of evolution, but so is Gaia, so is Mother Earth. So it's much bigger than us, but it starts with us. And so you very much may be helping others to find their Empress, their inner Empress. Okay, everyone, even masculine energy, Empress. Okay, we all have the ability to create. We all have the ability to hold space with love, compassion. Okay, and with emotion and our intuition, all of that. We all need to have a safe container. Okay, and women haven't been safe, right? To be in this creative, in the flow, supported, right, leader as well, right? We need more leaders, okay? Yeah, not followers. We've seen enough of those, haven't we? Pave your own path. Do something that you've never done. Step out of that comfort zone. Look at Two of Swords, the Star, and the Sun card. You are heeding that call, my friend. All right? That gong. Your vibration is felt far and wide. Your light is seen very brightly. Right? You have a strong connection to the divine. And you very much might identify with, you know, operating from faith and not necessarily sight. But if you do have sight, it's spiritual sight. So this is you really tapping into your abilities and honing your skills, right? Being able to shoot an arrow blindfolded is quite skillful. So I would say you have some strong abilities here that you're meant to work with, okay? You're meant to collaborate and contribute to what? In some way, shape, or form, you're meant to help bring peace, love, happiness, harmony to the collective. And so you might feel very called at this time to explore the many ways in which to do that, okay? There's no right or wrong answer. I feel like that's what the temperance represents, is like, it's okay to have both, right? It's okay to have variety. It's okay to have different experiences, right? That's what it's about. It's about the experiences here. And there's also a need to kind of like tap into ancient wisdom and knowledge here. Like there's two suns here. So I feel like those represent some strong support when it comes to, you know, what you're meant to practice or do. This is you, you know, tapping into your own healing energy, tapping into your purpose here, right? I feel like you'll get the clarity soon exactly like what all this is for you. Everybody has their own like, you know, calling. And it's like, again, that divine timing, okay? But you are supported and loved, okay? Just know that. Beautiful energy here. Again, like abundance, right? That was kind of the bottom of the deck energy. Gorgeous. I love this for you guys and me. I hope this found you. I hope that you enjoyed it. Look at, you could be like really going inward at this time. You could also have been in hermit mode for a while, and you could be like ready to just burst out, right? Like, there she is. Like, maybe no one's seen you in like a hot minute, and then bam, there you are. Bam, bam. Like, coming out, right? I'm coming out. I want the world to know. And you're gonna have some flow. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And no one's gonna like it, but too bad. 'Cause you're living your life. Oh, so sad. Whatever. Let them watch. Right? Let them watch. I feel like you have earned this position. You have earned the right to be happy in your own life. Okay? You don't need to justify your happiness and how you got to where you're at. Okay? You're experienced. You're enough. And now you know it. Okay? Now it's like time for you to show it. Right? It's like now that the inside is going to match the outside. Talk about power. Power. All right? It's like this energy. Okay? Woo-wee. Watch out. Here they come. Here they come, collective. All right, you guys, I love you. I hope you have the most amazing day. And I hope this lit a fire under your ass.